Oh, we're live. So you got to wake up now, CJ. you, you can try to wake up. Is that possible? No. All right. All right. See, she got bored. She got bored. She works too many jobs. Anyway, this is CNC Sci-Fi Grill. I am one of your hosts, Cliff. To my, I guess you're on my right now, is Big Nate, and below that is one of my lovely daughters, Christina.
What up, though?
87th Street came out for real, for real.
Boy, that came out fast.
What up,
What
Wow.
up, though?
So today we're here to discuss a little bit about Boba. Boba's the Fettin. He's yeah, he had a nice little time this week, didn't he? With the Power Rangers and
Literally. Colored
and
bikes and all.
an angry dog.
I
um,
wouldn't. So no, I would personally say we're very angry 8-foot Wookie.
yeah, he made Chewie seem yeah, if
Tame.
you we found out what would happen if Chewie got mad
No,
and
we
serious.
found out what would have happened if Chewie wasn't a nice guy.
This is true. This is true. So this one kicks off kind of where the last one left off, where Boba's doing his thing. We get the initial flashback, and we find out that I guess the street gang that he had tangled with and stole the speeders from killed all of the Sand people that he was friends with.
Oh man, that was so sad.
That was
I
so
was
And
sad.
oh, for those that don't know, there's gonna be spoilers. I'm sorry. Let me just get all this out there. It's gonna be spoilers. And because first they did the head nod, then they left out. So I guess the question is, did the Pikes? Is that what they're called, the Pikes? Yeah, I think so. Did
Mhm.
the Pikes tell the Raiders where they were, and the Raiders went and took care of it, or did the Raiders try to find them on their own? Hello, anyone?
I'm gonna tell you, I didn't think of that deep. All I know is the Raiders took him out.
Yeah, but why? Why all of a sudden
Um,
would the Raiders mess with the Sand people?
I think the Pikes wanted to start some stuff. That's what I think. I think the Pikes sent them over.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be the only. Because, like, they didn't even know where they were. And if they're working with the Pikes,
Mm-hmm.
who they just fucked up their train, like, why wouldn't they? They didn't know where they were.
And how? Why would the Pikes be paying protection money? I guess is
Exactly.
my question.
To
That
Exactly.
go
doesn't even
through the
make sense to
sand,
me.
to go through those sand dunes.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tuscan Raiders never was gonna, get tell them they had to go do through the sand dunes and pay them because they were
Mm-hmm.
just a ragtag bunch of people. But then when they stepped up and became unified and got together and fought,
But are
not
they really unified? It's just that one tribe. There's still many tribes out there. There's a lot of tribes still out there.
and the reality of it is that they went. The Pike said, "And I'm not paying both of y'all," and the Raiders went and took care of business.
I guess so. I guess so. So then we had that, and then during all that, I was like, "Oh God, not another flashback! Please, no more flashbacks. I'm so tired of flashbacks." So the flashback ended with him in the vodka tank, and your boy Nate, what's his name?
Shit, I can't pronounce it.
The bounty hunter Wookiee that works for the twins basically showed up and started kicking Boba's
Ass.
ass.
You
I
know, I
mean,
I really thought Booba was in trouble when I heard Bones break.
yeah. I mean, you. I know Boba's supposed to be this bad bounty hunter, and what I think we're seeing is that all his trials and tribulations has his body is broken down. He just is not the fighter he would be. And this is in between the Force Awakens and Return of the Jedi, so he's much older now. And remember, he's been around since the Clone Wars as a kid, so he's probably what, about 50,
Easy.
55. Yeah.
Black chrysanthemum.
Yes. So Black Chrysanthemum just whooped that ass. Like that was just needless, just wanton violence. I liked it. I mean, I liked it.
I
But
appreciate
before that all happened, what was that, Christina?
you said I appreciate said violence.
But before all that happened, they did there was a dispute with somebody in town, and the guy came in, and you could tell he was a jackass, talking about some local kids was stealing from him and robbing him,
No,
and
no,
they were
no.
taking
They
his
stole
water.
water from him.
Uh-huh. And so Boba went over there to handle it because they're in his fiefdom. So he went over there to handle it. And I'm going to start calling them the Power Rangers because they all had different colored bikes.
They had different colored bikes. Might as well be the Power Rangers.
And he went to go talk to them. And then um, he ended up hiring them because they were like, we ain't got no job. What you going to do?
Well, but first off, now they had no job. But then when he started talking about how much money water was, it was an exorbitant price.
Mm-hmm.
So Boba was like, "No, it's worth 500." Oh, they
Right.
owe 13. I'm like, 13? He was like,
Mm-hmm.
we don't have water and we can't buy it because he's out overpriced
And
and
we
out.
can't get a job. We can't get a job. There's no work.
Mhm.
So the Power Rangers ended up joining him, and he paid off their debt, which was 1,300. And Boba was like, "No, it's 500." End of story.
End of fucking story.
End of story. So they ended up working for him, and that was the majority of the episode. There was some chase scenes, which was with the mayor's aide, who the mayor has now gone off to, I guess, grab the Pikes because he wants to work for the Pikes, and I guess the Pikes are really going to be the big villains. But
I mean, but if you think about it, the
hmm
Huts were telling the truth.
hmm
The twins said, "Hey, he went and offered it to another crime syndicate, and we don't want a war, so we want to bounce."
right,
And
and
so,
they
so
left. They gave him a Rancor, which is cool, trained by
yeah,
Machete.
they gave
Literally. I was like, is that Machete? What the hell? What is that man doing here?
all like Machete, and he was like, "I have to keep them, their eyes covered because they're gonna bond to whoever the first one they see."
hmm
And I was just like, Boba gonna be riding in the Rancor. I was like, okay, that's dope as hell. I'm sorry, that's just dope as hell to me.
Yeah, and he hasn't named it yet, but yeah, he didn't even want to talk to the damn. He didn't want to talk to his attendant who came to get him because there was somebody at the door. He was like, "No, don't you see I'm enjoying my pet? What's wrong
I'm
with you?"
busy, bruh.
He was like, "Is that way you like it? If that's the way you
It
do
was
it."
like you with your dogs. It was like you with your
Literally.
dogs.
I said, "What?"
But you know what? And me and Eric was talking about that. Wild night. We were talking about that. We were like, I was waiting for the Rancor to just bite his arm off and Machete to go, "Gotcha, bitch."
I was too.
I was expecting that to happen. Like,
And it didn't
oh
happen.
no, this is just a trap. This is a Trojan horse. This Rancor is set and prime and ready.
He's too small to be set and prime and ready.
Well, I'm just
I
easy
mean,
trap
he
when
big
you don't have
enough.
that many
Shit.
people. Right, right.
I mean, but he's not as big as the original Rancor. I mean, I would have thought when he said he was a cub, I was like, he looks like a cub.
Okay, but let's say this. It's just me and you in this room, and you got this huge beast with you, and I come up to rub the beast.
Well, I mean, if it's a baby that they don't have like, it's not even been, I guess, unveiled with the eyes. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I would have got as close as he did. I don't think I'd have been giving him a coochie coochie coo. But
What you mean?
Gucci, Gucci, you're so cute. You're so cute with all those.
oh, you got such pretty teeth. Do you floss? The point I'm saying, I don't know about it when coochie coochie coo, but I understand. I understand that he was adorable. He was a little bitty cub. I see. He said, "Name him Sparky."
Name him.
No, I'm sure it's gonna be like Cutham or something like that.
No, it should be. You know what he should call him? Do you know what he should call him?
What?
Wes.
Wes.
What?
Just a random name.
I guess as long as it wasn't North.
Okay, we're not Kardashians here.
Well, you said West, sir. That's the first thing I thought of was Little Miss North.
I thought he meant Wes is in WES, not West. The dog.
Right. I didn't say West. I did not put a
Oh,
P
so
in
now
it.
he's a crusher. He's a Star Trek. He's a crusher.
There you go. Just West. Wesley. I like the name Hammer. That's why I gave my dog Hammer.
Okay, now some people are complaining about the budget because of the chase scene, saying it looked very wonky. To me, it didn't
People
look
complain
that
about
bad.
everything.
I didn't. Yes, they just find stuff to complain about. It didn't seem that bad to me. The whole Power Ranger thing though is hilarious because like, why do
So
y'all
funny.
have different colored bikes? First of all, who buys land scooters that color? You have
Them.
money to
What
buy
you
those
mean?
land scooters.
And I mean,
So
they got to find a way to stand out. I mean, they got to do something against the boring brown. So they just wanted to be red and orange and yellow, turquoise. I didn't think they had turquoise in that time frame, but okay.
And I saw the scene that y'all was talking about, or not the scene, but I saw the when the male twin was using the little thing to rub itself dry, and I'm like, what the what?
Yeah. That was weird.
It's a little warm out here. Oh, and Wild Night's on, but he had a question to me, and I'm gonna pose it to you guys. How much money do you owe to drag twin huts across the desert on your back?
Stop. I completely disagree. If you go back, yes, in certain areas it was slavery. I agree with you. But in certain civilizations, it was an honor to carry the king, the queen, or whatever. And you just don't know. Maybe you owe so much money you're in an indentured servant. Agreed. But that dude beating the drum, he might be like, hey, this was an honor.
Vibing.
All I keep thinking about when they show up is 300 with the vassals carrying Xerxes through the desert. I am here to talk to you, Leonidas.
You know what? But the difference is Xerxes wasn't 6 tons apiece.
This is true, but that throne Xerxes was on was all gold, if I recall, and it was not.
That's heavy.
It was like a pyramid. That was solid.
Well, Xerxes was pretty big too.
Yes, he was about 7 feet tall in the thing. I know it was CGI for some of him, but yeah. I think it was a good episode. I think it sets up for the next one. So obviously the Pikes are going to be the main villains, at least for now. We'll see where it goes from there. What are you thinking?
It started off kind of slow. I hope we're done with the flashbacks. I hope we're done.
Mm-hmm. See, every time y'all say that, I feel like there's gonna be more. Why are you jinxing it?
Because we don't.
I don't know more damn flashbacks. Look, dude, you old and broke down. No more.
And y'all do know
I feel like we're building up to why he's fighting the Pikes. I feel like that's what's happening here.
Well, obviously the Pikes had his family, his the only people that he see as family. Because if you think about it, he didn't consider the clones family because they didn't. He was always with Boba. I'm sorry, not Boba. Django always left him there. You know, every time he goes to sleep, he dreams about his dad leaving him. There's no daddy issues there, as far as I'm concerned. None at all.
What?
No, none at all. None at all.
Daddy issues.
And remember, he, along with the other one, are the only twins that were not, or I'm sorry, the only clones that were not artificially grown up to a certain age. So they lived a life.
Who was the other one again?
The one from Bad Batch, the little girl.
Right.
Yeah, I can't think of her name right now. Yeah, she was annoying. So I think it's going to be interesting. We'll see where they go. One good thing is I don't know if it was a mock-up, but one of my friends put up a picture of Ahsoka's show that's coming, and it had Rex, which of course, because he's a clone, that's basically Boba Fett again. So he's got kind of a lifelong deal with them because he can play a clone or he can play a Boba. So that's pretty cool. So Nate, what are your thoughts about the episode and all that?
I agree, though, because now the next episode they're gonna have another flashback on how Boba got the Pikes back, or got this this raider group back from killing the only family he knew.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I mean, you're right. It's it's easy. They're building up the blowout with the Pikes. I get it. But the next episode is gonna be flashing back on how he killed all the raiders for killing his family.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, I actually kind of enjoy, as y'all call them, the Power Rangers.
No, they were fine. The girl was awesome. The dude that was a cyborg, I was like, eh.
No, but remember, the girl that was awesome had no arms. She had a robotic arm.
Did she? I wasn't even looking at it because she was awesome.
She had a robotic arm.
Because Finnick was like, oh, I like her. I'm gonna take her under my wing. I think that seriously got. I'm about to be her mentor vibes.
Yeah, which I think is gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm. So, Christina, what did you think of the episode in general?
I thought it was good. I agree. They're definitely building up to this like big thing with the Pikes. They seem to be the big bad of the series, or of at least this season. And it's not like Marvel where they're gonna pull some weird whammy out of nowhere and haha, it's not actually the Pikes, it's
Palpatine.
Obi-Wan. Like, yeah, exactly.
It's Palpatine.
Exactly. Like,
Obi-Wan is dead by now. Remember, Obi-Wan's been dead by 5-6 years by now.
So was freaking Palpatine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be interesting. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's going in a nice direction. So I love.
But it's a little slow. I think
a
lot of folks
slow.
are complaining that it's slow. Was the Mandalorian this slow?
Yeah, Mandalorian's also slow. Like I feel like the people that watch Boba Fett are also gonna be the people that are interested in like all the Marvel shows, and they're two completely different universes and two different paces. So you have to like take them as they are, and
Kate Bishop.
not try to put one against the other.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the Mandalorian was as slow, but that's okay. They both were slow.
He had a couple slow episodes. But if you think about it, Boba's old, so it's kind of hard for him to move around, kind of like Jin did. He can't, and he doesn't even use his flight suit that much. As far as I know, his jetpack or nothing. It might be Disney's budget for this show. I don't know.
That was also really funny when freaking dude like flew off. And I'm like, bruh, he has a jetpack. Where did you think you were going? You're on a land speeder. Mans has a jetpack. Where are you going?
So, do you think that he's gonna make the assistant the new mayor after he gets rid of the other mayor?
It depends on what dude does, I think.
Well, dude isn't doing anything right now, right? He's just sitting around doing nothing.
I meant like if he continues to prove himself useful, unlike before.
This is true. And we all know Black Chrysanthemum will be back, I'm sure, to be on Boba's side.
Yeah. 100%.
What were you about to say, Nate?
And that's what I was about to say. Can we at least go back to that butt kicking?
Bones cracking.
So funny.
He used his teeth.
I mean, he bit one of the man pigs.
He bit Boba. I'm surprised it didn't go. I'm surprised it didn't hit his one of his arterial bone or blood vessels.
I'm gonna tell you something. When he bit the pig, he was like, "Put him in the back of the tank." I was like, "Yeah." Anyway, But I tell you,
y'all share back to tanks. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. And then, like he gave all of them a run for his money. The Power Rangers did fight as best they could. I give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But the
I
problem
got a
I
question.
have
What took Phoenix so long to get there? She seemed a little late getting there to the fight in the throne room.
I guess it depends on where her rooms are.
Yeah, but you hear
I kind of
she's
agree
an assassin. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the problem I had with this.
Mm-hmm.
They're all assassins. How the hell did Brad Chrysanthemum at 7'9" and 400 pounds of a black rug get in there without tripping? So that's why I wanted to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Some don't taste right.
I mean, how much security does he have in that stronghold?
He's got the two pigs and he's got the kids.
Two piggies. That's
it.
it.
No, he's got the pigs and he's got the.
And now he's got the kids.
Yeah, now he's got the kids.
But the kids are not trained assassins.
But what I'm saying is that so this 8-foot Wookiee got past the pigs, the assassin, and Fennec.
And the twin and the kids. And there's about what, 4 or 5 kids?
Something.
And they're not and for those that are watching, they're not kids. They're really like young adults. I'm just calling them kids.
Again, something ain't tasting right with this.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at Fennec like, why would you take so long? Because I was expecting her to be in there like one of the first people on the scene.
Lickety split.
Yeah. And it just seems a little weird that she wasn't. I don't know if she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't like the way he's going with things or doing things, and maybe she ends up, Christina, as you were saying, that they're not going to do a Marvel and somebody else be the big bag. Maybe she's been sitting back. I mean, does she have a life debt to him because he saved her, or was that just? I know they said that in The Mandalorian, but
I thought she was just like, yeah, you're a cool dude.
No. He saved her in The Mandalorian. She was in the desert.
Yeah, but she could have left, and she didn't.
No, it's called a life debt.
Mm-hmm. I think she has a life debt. So, but
then why would she betray him?
She is still an assassin.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It was a and it just I don't know if just it was Robert Rodriguez has directed at least the first 3 episodes, and he's pretty good. So it just seemed a little odd pacing. And I don't think John Favreau and the other writers would leave that big of a gap for a reason, without a reason, put it that way. Unless, that just comes off as lazy writing to me. Maybe it's just me, but it just seems a little strange that the most trained assassin, other than Boba, and Boba's not really an assassin, he's a bounty hunter. The most trained person there that's still mobile didn't show up until like almost the end of the fight.
Are they like in about an hour? I think that's purposeful, but I don't know why.
Okay. We'll see. We got 3 episodes left, or how many episodes is there for this one?
I think it's 6.
Okay, and Mandalorian is filming, and that'll be out at the end of the year. I'm thinking that Carl Weathers put up, it was his birthday, and he's like, "Hey, we're out here filming, season 3." So we'll see where if, the little guru comes back, or Gogu, whatever his damn name is. Grogu, yeah, that guy. If he comes back.
Cliff, you okay?
No, I don't give a damn about that little that fish eating, baby stealing little thing.
Hater.
How am I a hater? He is a murderer.
Messing up his name.
Grogu. More like thieving little bastard.
Yikes.
Hater.
Whatever. So something else came out. It came out on, was it Thursday or was it yesterday? No, it came out yesterday, which is Disney's, or not Disney's, still on Disney mode. DC's Peacemaker, which is John Cena's character from the Suicide Squad. Not Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad.
That's what it is. I work near HBO, so I keep seeing there's like billboards for it everywhere, and I was like, "What the hell is Peacemaker?"
It's John Cena's character that was supposed to be dead.
It's not.
Well, we saw him at the end in the bonus credits. for the Suicide Squad, that he was still alive. So it picks up, and I know CJ, you haven't watched it. I don't know if you're gonna watch it. Uncle Nate says it's boring, but I'm like, it's not really boring to me. So they had the first 3 episodes out, and they're interesting to me. Nate's not impressed with them.
It's not that I wasn't impressed. It just seemed, I don't know, it was just an odd show.
Yes.
It was a lot of action. I won't say it wasn't action towards the end, but it just seemed odd.
Well, if you ever watched Doom Patrol, that is not even near the realm of oddity as far as an episode. Not even close. His whole thing with getting out of the hospital, talking about wait, I'm not under arrest, and they're like, no. Is anybody looking for you? No. And he ran off, and then they were like, did you really think we were just going to let you go?
Right, but I do like the fact he went back to his trailer that was painted an all-American flag,
like his car,
and then you see what I'm saying? And then you go watch this show, and he goes to meet his father, and you understand why this kid is so jacked up.
Because his father is basically, I want to say, a Klansman.
No, he's an end of a world guy.
No, you haven't watched episode 2 yet. Just take a gander at episode 2 when you get a chance. Go through the end, and you will see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about.
You throw on white sheets in the middle of the night, be burning.
No. He gets a whole lot worse.
Yikes.
He gets a whole lot worse. Like when they come to pick up Peacemaker from the scene of the explosion at the end after he deals with old girl. Oh wait. You got to that part, right, Nate?
I got to the explosion with the old girl. You can talk all about that.
Okay, so no, I'm saying the police end up showing up at the beginning of the next episode.
Not the
and
Popo.
One of them is Asian. So the smart guy, who is really dumb, changes the license. He changes the registration for the car, Peacemaker's car, to his dad. So they go to question the dad, and he's like, "Oh, I can't talk to you." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" "Yeah, I don't talk to chopsticks." Now, what was you saying, Nate, about what he is? He's not an underworlder. No, he's just a grade A, old-fashioned racist.
Not chopsticks.
Oh no, it gets worse. They end up getting a charge of the stick, and they get 2 witnesses that say, yeah, this is the guy that broke into our house, and it was the dad. And they arrest him. And at the end of episode 2, there are some people. He makes a black guy move from a spot in the jail. He just walks over to him and is like, "Oh, you're in my spot." And he's like, "What are you talking about, old timer?" And he's just like, "Well, this is the perfect place where the sun comes through," and blah, blah, blah. He's like, "Look, I ain't getting up." And then all the white guys start getting up around him. Around the dad. The dad is Robert Patrick, who most people know as Terminator. He was a T-1000.
T2. He was number.
No, he was a T-1000. He wasn't a T2.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah, from T2. Yeah,
from T2.
And the black guy's like, "No, I don't want no problems. I'm getting up. I'm gone." And he ends up moving away. But then Robert Patrick sits down, and they all get on one knee and start saying, "Hail, White Dragon." So you tell me what he is, Big Nate. And yes, that's why Peacemaker is the way he is, but he doesn't seem to be.
No, he's not that.
He's not racist or whatever. He just gun happy.
America, fuck yeah.
Exactly.
No, but you understand why the kid, I mean, when they were sitting there after he gets home and they're eating, and I'm just like, this is why this man is so messed up. His dad is. Thank you. When his dad said, "How did my sperm turn into such a so-and-so?" I was like,
yeah. He said, "How did I get such a horrible P word for a son?" Or something to that effect. He is
so horrible. Not only is he racist, he's also a misogynist. We love that.
Yes.
Well, those usually go hand in glove.
I was gonna say they tend to go hand in hand, so I'm not really surprised.
So I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be. I think usually for um uh HBO shows it's usually 10 episodes for their first season. So we'll see actually how many there is. I know you guys aren't interested, but I'm still watching it.
No, I'm
But
gonna watch it. I'll watch it. But let's talk about how, you know, they keep bringing out how misogynist that town is. I can't think of the blonde's name that's a bad, but she's bad.
oh yeah, the one that beat up the guys in the restaurant that they were talking
I don't
shit
know
to
her
her.
name.
Uh-huh.
So she's over there trying to drink.
Random agent. Go ahead, Big Nate.
So that she's trying to drink a beer. This dude won't leave her alone. She tells him to beat it. Then dude goes to try to manhandle her. She beats the dog stank out of him.
Just
And then she and then
just
she
beat him.
blow she just blows up Peacemaker because she's like, "You're a stalker. I saw you bust a U-turn and follow me into there." And
Mm-hmm.
then Peacemaker just says, "Well, listen, I just trying to have sex. I've been in jail for 4 years."
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Beat it." And there's some skag, Christina, scallywag woman, just horrible with the 80s black roots with the blonde. Oh,
Oh
bad.
no, it's a
And the hair. She
Karen.
had the hairband too. She had the hairband hair. So she was
It's
stuck in
a
the 80s.
Karen.
She had the big hair that went down like that. So yeah.
Oh, it was terrible. I was like, "Ooh, that's a skank." Anyway,
That's a
he's
town
eyeing.
skank, sir. That's a town skank.
That's town skank. And so then that's why Cliff told me don't have Elijah watch with me because he starts having sex with this woman. And then after that, this woman, I thought she was possessed at first, but obviously she's got some sort of superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts beating the dog stank out of Peacemaker.
She beat him as bad as Black Christine beat Boba Fett. It was, I mean, he got in a couple of hits, but she
No,
was
no,
like
no, no. He
incredible.
didn't get no hit in. He got a couple of pushes where he was strong enough to knock into a wall. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, he didn't get one hit in with his big swole butt. She hit
Nope.
him so many times, and she took a knife and cut him up, down, and sideways. She filet mignoned his butt.
So he decided to jump out the window to get away from her. And he's like, okay, I'm safe. I'm safe. He was, what is it, about 2 stories up? No, it was more than that. No, it was like 3 stories up. And she jumps out after him, and he's just like, oh, shit.
Wait, but our idiot lands into like there's a an overhang, and he goes through the cloth overhang, hits the ground hard.
Right. So I think
Why
it
does
was
she?
3 stories. Yeah.
But why does she land and she does superhero landing? And I was like, whoa. And she's making noises and she's springing and flying and she flings his 260-pound butt into a wall like he was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, she done had that super serum. I said, they done a crossover. They done went and got the super soldier serum. What the hell is this?
You find out in episode 3 what she is. There's going to be more. And also, you find out in episode 2 why she attacked. And you will see why the leader of the group just is like, y'all is stupid. Why am I even dealing with y'all? Why do I deal with y'all? Like, this is the worst team I've ever had before in my life.
Yikes.
And then one thing, Christina, the one actress, at the end, you find out she's Amanda Waller's daughter working for them. So she's undercover doing something.
And I'm trying to think to myself, why would you put your child that could get killed in this field like this?
Because it's Amanda Waller. And what does Waller do? She manipulates everything she can. She controls everything she can, much as she can. So it should be interesting, and we'll see where it goes. I don't think it's going to be as bad as Doom Patrol for some folks. Doom Patrol is just really heavy for a lot of folks because it's not a lot of action and it's a lot of exposition and a lot of just over the top silliness. You had them getting attacked by werebutts, And yes, I'm talking about a butts with 2 feet with teeth, and if they bite you, you turn into a werebutt yourself.
Yeah,
That's what
I would
Elijah would have probably loved it. Elijah would have probably loved
turn that right off.
it. So, yeah. So Boba will be back next week. I don't know what next episode is about. I haven't even looked to see. And then Peacemaker episode 4, because they produced all 3 episodes. They pushed out all 3 episodes of Peacemaker yesterday. So all 3 of them are available. And then number 4 will start, I think they said, every Friday. But yeah, that all in all, good week. And Scream started. The new Scream started yesterday. I haven't went to go see it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna go see it. Scream was never really my big thing. I think, Nate, that was your ex's. That was a thing with Scream for a minute. You was like, oh, this is just, when they gonna stop it? Like,
Never.
How many Screams can you have?
How many Saws can you have?
Saws have no wait, that I take that back. Chris Rock just had one of the worst Saws last year. Never mind. I'm sorry. Hey, for a little while it had stopped because they had killed off the killer, and then they brought it back, and they killed off that killer, and then they brought it back.
How many
like
Halloweens can you have?
Well, it's Michael Myers. I mean, really, come on. Yeah, it's
Michael
not like
Myers. Michael Myers wipes out zoos across Eastern.
He keeps wiping out
Michael
the same
Myers'
town.
sister needs him to come do his laundry.
He doesn't have any sisters. That's just a thing they told. A fairy tale. So, Nate, any passing thoughts on Boba or Peacemaker?
Boba's getting good. Peacemaker, I will try to get through episode 2 and 3. I will. I watched the first episode. I'll try. I watched the first episode, and I was getting irritated with him when he was going through her music.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why are you going through the music? I'm like, dude, this was a booty call. You're lonely.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. You done got what you needed. Put on your clothes
and leave.
And then he's sitting there going through her heavy metal music, and then he puts it on and starts singing to her vibrator.
He didn't realize what it was, because that's how naive he is. The same naivety he had in the movies, he has in this.
And I'm watching this, and I'm just like, go home. It's a booty call. Why are you still there?
Sometimes sneaky links don't know how to be sneaky links.
Right. Go home. Go
home, Roger.
It was the first time he had sex in 4 years.
Go pet Eagly.
That eagle was cool, though. That eagle is cool.
The eagle did give him a hug. That was dope.
Christina, any final thoughts on Boba?
Boba's good. Love it. Very excited for how this leads into the next phase of Star Wars.
Is there phases in Star Wars? Hell, we're still in the New Republic, Old Republic era.
I mean, like, whatever direction they're gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if this is gonna lead, like, if the 2 shows are maybe gonna lead to another film or like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited to see how they fix all the messes that they.
There's no way they can fix it, because they're starting at the end of the other one and beginning of what people would call the mess, right?
I mean, Mandalorian filled some plot holes, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Well, we all know that the Empire, they had vast resources. The Republic didn't take over those resources, which to me is kind of goofy. Why would you, if there was an empire, literally an empire around that had factories and all this stuff, why would you not start taking over their stuff? Why would you just let them? We don't want to
use what they used.
And this is why Palpatine was able to take over, because y'all was so
This is why Palpatine didn't really freaking die.
Yeah.
Because they didn't go investigate nothing.
Nope. Not at all.
Like, yes, he fell through the Death Star. Therefore, he is dead.
Nope. He's got a bunch of clones. Don't worry about that.
I'm still waiting. I'm like, look, if Palpatine can fall through the Death Star and still somehow be alive, where Mace Windu at? Where he at?
He didn't fall. He died on the Death Star. I thought they cloned him, and they showed that in the Mandalorian how they had all the clones for Snoke and stuff, and they cloned Palpatine, and that's how they cloned him.
But
the same thing happened in the comic books.
But no, I mean, like, where's Mace Windu at? All he did was fall out a window.
Without a hand, yes.
If he got shocked by Force lightning.
Well, it wasn't. Come on, they survived worse than that.
Exactly.
Yoda literally fell off he got the whole Senate thrown at him.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Mace Windu is supposed to. They're hoping, they're trying to figure out a way to bring Mace Windu back.
Maybe he'll come up in Ahsoka. I
come
can't
on,
see
Samuel.
It, I can't see that though. It would have been interesting if he was the one that showed up to get Grogu. Like, oh, I remember you. Come here, you little bastard.
See, that would have been dope.
That would have been hilarious.
If he would have showed up
so funny.
If he would have showed up like with a missing eye and a metal hand.
Mm-hmm. Come here, motherfucker.
No, what would have been funny is if
so funny.
as a cut scene at the end of Mandalorian, he meets back up with Ahsoka and he goes, yeah, so I gave him to this kid named Skywalker, and she goes, Skywalker?
You gave him to her? Yeah, your master's kid? I gave him to him.
Why? Well, he wouldn't know that, but he goes Skywalker, and she's just like, her eye starts twitching. She's like, okay, maybe I should have took the kid. I don't know. It's twitch.
Every time I hear that name.
So the question is, when with Ahsoka's show coming out,
when is that coming out?
2023. 23. Are they gonna have Ezra in it? And is Sabine? Is the I think the Mandalorian girl?
Obi-Wan girl.
No, not Obi-Wan's girl. The one that Ezra was into. I can't think of her name.
Oh,
she was on the. She was a Mandalorian though.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. It's interesting.
Star Wars.
We'll see how all this goes.
Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I want.
And I don't know what starts on Disney after Boba ends, or they haven't said yet. It's not Moon Knight or nothing, is it?
Okay. I don't think they've said anything yet.
They haven't released it.
All right, Christina, any shouts out? Other things you want to give out?
Shouts out. Shout out. No. Braids are gone. Rocking a fro for a bit. Universal was dope. Universal was fun. Good times. Got to ride everything. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Big Nate, what you got?
But alas, the Dallas Cowboys will be playing tomorrow at 2:30. So that means there's no old school drive.
Oh, what's the shame?
Thought of changing my name.
Oh, seriously? It's so hateful. So I got no show tomorrow.
Okay.
But
sorry to hear that.
But
you
know, I always got something.
Yes.
Oh shit.
The Martin Luther King Jr. Foundation here in Carlsbad, New Mexico, as well as in conjunction with in conjunction with the city of Carlsbad is having its annual MLK Day March and Parade.
All right.
And
are you in the parade this year
again? And the parade ends up and finishes at MLK Park, in which your boy Ignis
Mm-hmm.
is the keynote speaker.
Oh, snap.
Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Mm-hmm. All right, all right. Well, I want to thank everyone that did join us live. We are. We'll try to be back next week. All depends on Christina's schedule.
That one right there.
And Christina's schedule. We know Nate is available on Sunday because there is no old school drive, so maybe we can do it on Sunday. I don't know. But I want to thank everyone for joining. Our links are, of course, next to our name, except for Big Nate, who didn't decide to put his thing on there. I'm not going to do that. But you can find him at the real Nate Banks on Instagram.
Hold on. Can I tell you, I'm honored. I don't know what to do. I feel
because
like
you get somebody hacked your account.
I know it's not that somebody hacked it.
Somebody made
like
a duplicate.
They made a duplicate, so like it's a fake account. Like I was special.
You got fans.
I got fancy because I said I must have fans when they want to make a duplicate account. I said I'm not an Instagram model. I must be fancy. I got fans.
You got fans. People like you.
Well, I want to thank again everyone for joining us. We'll be back next week to talk about Book of Boba Fett episode 4. Maybe some Peacemaker again. I don't know. Depends on what's going on. And thank you all for joining us. And we are out.
Peace.
Peace.